I hope that doesn't get picked up. Anyways, welcome back to the Nakama Podcast. It's the beginning of 2025. It's just me and Peralta because Cruz is being Cruz. I think it's funny how both of you guys always mention when I point out that the other isn't here.
Well, because you don't want to get called out.
I mean, but you're normally here, so when you're like, I'm busy, I'm working, some of us work, it just makes me laugh because it's just like,
Because I am busy.
damn, I could not relate. Like these animes that we watched, they were both isekais, sort of. Well, one for sure is, the other one maybe. And I like how both of them kind of had a theme of hard work is good for you, and then hard work is also bad for you. Because the one that's maybe an isekai, not, she seemed like she was overworked and couldn't handle it, and then the other one seems like he really liked the overworkedness.
That he couldn't get a good job anywhere.
Yeah. I related to that part. It's just like, no one sees what I can do because they only have this
Perception.
perception of me. Because no, I'll save that for another day. But as of this recording, either the Anime Awards just ended or it's still going on for the next couple of days. So if you haven't voted, if comes out before it ends, go vote. And if this is already over, then stay tuned to February 17th because that's when we're gonna be doing the recording of the show. And I think it's gonna go real bad for Cruz because he's running it, and he was even telling me, he's like, I think it's gonna be really cool to be able to talk about it afterwards. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, we're not gonna have stories about it? He's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure we will. Like the day of recording stuff, he's like, I'm pretty sure me and you, Peralta, can like talk about it, like make it an episode. And it's like, it depends. And he's like, on what? And it's like, if you're running this show, I'm not going to have any issue because it's out of my hands and I'm just basically going there to record. But if I'm running the show, then yeah, that day I'm probably going to be pissed all day again. And Cruz is like, what do you mean? And I was like, the last time we did something involving other people was the food video. I was angry the whole day. The whole last day, I was mad. Like, I just needed just a little bit more, and I would have just started fighting people. I did not calm down until everyone left, and then poor Evie shows up, and she's like, I'm here to record, guys. And it's like, dude, it's over. And she's like, oh, I rushed after work to come over here. And it's like, yeah, I kind of told you to be here before that, but it's fine. You want some free sushi and candy? And she's like, yeah, I'll take some. And then I was like, all right. And then I went home, and then I never wanted to do that again. People at our work have come up to me. They're like, when are you going to do another one? I want to join in. And it's like, you just want free shit. And I'm down for giving free shit. But at the same time, it's like, I don't want to run that shit again unless it's tighter knit. And if I can hit people, I think that would solve a lot of my problems. Like people not listening. I think we need to bring physical punishment back.
It wasn't that bad.
Not for you guys. I will do it again.
Well, you were doing all the background stuff, so
yeah. So
and it was really hot that day. It was like the hottest day of the whole year.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. Yeah, but hopefully the Anime Awards go good. I have high hopes for Kaiju number 8. Actually, high hopes for everyone. The cosplayers. I hope the person who wins is excited because I know we are going to be 3D printing out little plaques. You know, maybe they can.
What?
Yeah, we're going to be 3D printing them. I don't know what design Cruz wants to go for, but
that's cool.
I'm hoping it's like a flat surface. That way you can use it like a coaster or to hold a door open, like to have some practical use, you know. So it just comes down to Cruz.
Noted.
Yeah, one of the teachers that we work with was like, "Yeah, just give me the file and I'll 3D print it for you." And I was like, "All right, cool. Just let me know how much, like what roll to use. That way it's not coming out of the school's budget. It's, coming out of ours." And he's like, "Yeah, no problem. It's like $20 for like the material." And I was like, "All right, that's not bad." So,
Cool.
did you vote?
Of course not.
Bro, come on.
Because I thought the show was canceled.
Bro, no, this is our comeback story.
How many comebacks do we have? I don't know. I don't know what.
Yeah, this is it for realsies though. We're gonna be consistent, and if not, then this is it. Like that 100%. At least I won't be the host, and if someone else wants to take the mantle, I'm more okay to do like the background stuff. Like just send me the episodes and I'll watch it. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I think this is time it's gonna take off, and I should be able to give you some money, hopefully. You know, at least some like sake money.
It's cool, dude.
I mean, we don't need the money, but it would be cool to be like, you know what, Peralta, this cup of Joe from what's the name of that place? Viva Espresso is on the Nakama podcast, but don't add the bagel. We can't afford the bagel. But anyways, we're gonna be talking about two animes. Starting off winter 2025. We did have a guest lineup, but they were busy, so we're just gonna continue the show without them. Do you care which one we go with?
No. You can pick either
All
one.
right. So we're gonna go off with Zenshu. I believe I pronounced it right. This is one that came out, I think, sometime in December. Ew, there's some weird stuff on my cards.
What is that?
Anyways, I don't know. It kind of looks like candy. It's probably from Brittany. Anyways, this anime, it has the main character Hiro's Nakasoko. Nakasaka? Something like that. I'm bad with these names. She is an animator for this company. This is made by Mappa, and the only reason I bring it up is
It's a
this
real.
anime. Huh?
It's a real company.
Yeah. No, well, it's a real company. You're not wrong. You would have. You could vote for them for the Anime Awards, actually, if goes up by then. But I kind of find it what is it? When someone like is in on the joke, but they're doing like the thing where it's just like
Inside joke.
I forget what it's called, but the intro, like the little cutscene, shows the girl animating, and I just think it's funny because it's a studio. I feel like this is kind of like a self-depravity, but not in a bad way. This is what goes on behind the scenes for your favorite animes.
As you watch the anime.
Yeah, but the main character, prodigy animator, she gets assigned to make the new like a indie or an original anime about something weird, probably like a chair with three legs that talks like Suzumi, and she ends up dying. But as she's dying, she kind of is thinking about the animated movie that she really liked. I think it's called like Tales of Hesperia, and she gets kind of isekai'd into that world, sort of. It's not like a traditional isekai because she remembers everything that is going to happen with the main characters, where you have I think they were called the Nine Knights, and you got the main leader bro called Luke Braveheart. I love that name because I can actually say it. There's like a green elf called Miniman. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that wrong. A unicorn that is like Chopper, where he's really small and cute, and then he gets like a unicorn called Yuno. And then the little robot that is definitely the plot device, if you're watching like the actual animation, called QJ. The rest of the episode is her, telling them like, "Oh, I know what this is gonna happen. If I let things go on, the little unicorn bro is gonna commit suicide, and clear out all the bad guys because there is an evil force trying to suck the life force out of the crystals. I think there was 9 of them, and her little pen, her animation pen, starts talking to her and it's like, "Yo, bro, you can change the fates. That's actually what you're meant to do." So each episode, she is supposed to draw something to help them win the fight. And the reason I think it's kind of funny that Mappa keeps that's doing this and keeps bringing it up is in the second episode, she wants to draw the big ass robot that she used to kill all of the bad guys in the first episode, and the pen tells her you can't reuse stock images. So everything has to be brand new. It has to be fresh. But yet every single time she uses, like, she goes into her transformation mode, it's the same fucking animation. I am pretty sure that was a joke for them to be like, we have to keep it fresh, and then they themselves use the same footage. And then because she keeps alternating, damn, she keeps changing the outcome that it's supposed to go as the movie progresses. Um, the world is kind of changing with it too, where in episode 3, they're having the big harvest festival because they were to stop both calamities that were going to destroy the town and destroy the heroes. A plot device that happens later in the film happens earlier where there's going to be 2 priests and it's a bad guy in disguise, and she's able to stop it. And it kind of seems like the world itself kind of knows something's going on, like maybe this has happened before because the little grandma prophet is like mentioning like, oh yeah, there's some stories in here that we know of. But the anime is pretty good. um the main character, Luke Braveheart, is kind of annoying, and so is the main character herself, Heroes. Um, she's only mostly doing it for the food. That's all she really cares about. Which I can relate, because the food in animes always look delicious. Like all the ones from One Piece, I would eat that. The ones from Studio Ghibli, like holy crap. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's funny that you talk about food because the reason why she dies is because she eats poor bad clams from a
Mm-hmm.
vent. And it was funny because their original boss had told little underlings people to throw it out, and they didn't throw it out, and her dumbass picked it up and died on a clam, a bad clam.
Yeah.
So I thought her death was kind of funny. I was like, it's kind of entertaining. Um, I don't hate this one. I wouldn't choose it. Like, it wouldn't be like my first go to, just because I'm not a fan of isekais. And you say it's not, but in my definition, it is because she's in a whole new world. Uh, I like her hair. I like how she's all
Yeah.
emo and covers her face 90% of the time in the show until she does her little Sailor Moon thing and transforms into her little animation drawing. It kind of reminded me of that one that we watched with that writer who dies and trying to find the love of his life that I can't remember.
Oh, was it Not Allowed in Another World? I think that was the name of it.
Another isekai ish.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of, I think, like that drawing theme was kind of entertaining. Um, the fact that she knows the plot line because she's isekai in a movie or in an animation is kind of entertaining. But then they have their own personality, so then she's kind of playing like, is this a real world or is this just like a fantasy? Um, so I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. It's
Yeah, I
different.
like it. Yeah, the main character, for whatever reason, reminded me like a weird fusion of you and your sister. I feel like one of you guys had that like, don't talk to me, guys. I'm dark and mysterious. Uh, I I can believe either of you two, but the other thing that reminded me is she's very confrontational, and that like not pushes people away, but it kind of like makes them afraid of her, threatened. And I've seen that from both of you guys. So I was like, weirdly enough, reminds me of
Yeah, that was
Peralta's.
cosplay.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'll just buy
Yeah, Lynn.
a purple sweater.
Yeah, Lynn would be perfect in that role.
But yeah, I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
Yep, I like this one. The guest, I'm pretty sure would have liked it even more if they were here. I'll make sure to bring it up and how much they missed out on.
Only good thing is this one's dubbed, so
Yes.
it saved time for reading.
Well, the other one was dubbed, but it was only the first episode because this has been going on for a bit. I think this actually came out near the end of December because I think we're on episode 4 now.
Mhm.
But yeah, the dub's not that bad.
It just helps.
Yeah.
Not paying. Even though we suck at saying their names and they say it in English.
It's hard to remember things that I did earlier today. Unless they have, super easy names like Luke Braveheart. That's pretty easy. But yeah, I give this one a 7 out of 10. Would recommend. The animations are really cool because when she draws the things, they have like this weird coloring pencil aesthetic slash like they're glitching into reality. So I think that's pretty cool. I have a feeling though that this is actually the movie that we're watching is like the movie that she was supposed to be making. And I think that's why she also points out like this took 3 days to animate because that was the third episode, the whole thing with like the lying luchador, like she even comments like this is where all of her money went for this episode was animating this fight. And then at the end when she uses her power, she knocks out for like 3 consecutive days and she's like, yeah, that's about as long as it would have taken us to actually do this. So I think again more jokes on the fact that it's a animation inspired anime.
Animate,
Yeah.
animate in an anime.
Yeah. I feel like her bad clam is just the whole this is at the end of it it's gonna be like, so that was the movie guys. I know it went completely not the Suzumi route, but I think it's pretty cool.
I mean, it might.
Yeah, that's my prediction. So, moving on to the last one of the day. This is also the one that the guest actually chose. It's called Headhunter to Another World From a Salaryman to Big Four. It is about the main character, Uruchi Mura Denseku. He's a salaryman, and he kind of talks poorly about himself. He's like, oh, I never make it out. I'm the worst in my field. All my friends and coworkers have reached managing positions, and I can't hold a spot down. And you find out that he always gets tasked, not always, but he gets tasked with the harder stuff, and he somehow pulls through. And then as soon as he's able to be like, okay, I've made it, he gets isekai'd. Like this time, but by a grandma in a scooter, not Truck-kun. And you find out that the Demon King from another world specifically summoned him, so he basically got him killed. And it's like, yo, you're a really good worker. I like your work ethic. I like how you're able to solve problems and you don't give up. I want you to join my demon army so I can. It's not take over the world, but bring peace to it, right? Like he's just trying to unite everyone
Yeah,
because they're like demons and demi-humans.
to have like a United Nations thing.
Yeah. So like the opposite of the states. Uh the salaryman dude tells him like, well, like why did you choose me? Like I'm this out of my field. And the Demon King, again, he's supposed to be like the big scary dude. It tells him like, don't let fools bring you down because they can't see your worth. And he like immediately had like the little sparkles in his eyes, blushing. He's like, oh, he does notice my hard work. And he's like, yeah, if you do it, you'll get paid as a management from, your world. You'll have the staff, full benefits. And the guy's like, holy shit, like this is the dream job. But it's working for the Demon King. And then he even, what seals the deal for him, I think, is he's like, This is all I offer, but if you don't want to take it, I will understand and I'll send you back to your world because I believe you have the power as the employee." And he's like, "Holy shit!" Like he puts my value, he sees me as value. I'm not just another faceless cog in the machine, and I hella relate to that. Not into that deep a level because I can be a good worker, but I choose not to be. So I relate in that regard, and I'm pretty sure you do because from what I've seen of you, I don't really poke around too much what you do, and I don't really ask what you do either. But it's like 5, everyone else is gone, and for whatever reason, I see your ass still working, and he's like, "Dude, go home."
Yeah, I'm not a salary man. I'm pretty much the demon lord.
Yeah. So it's like, the fuck are you doing here, dude? Go home. And you're like, "No, I got to get this done." And it's dark, and it's like all your fellow coworkers are gone, and yet you're still here. Like I'm still scheduled. Like you're not on the clock anymore, technically.
I mean, I don't have a set schedule. That's the problem with my job.
Yeah.
That's a whole
So
nother conversation.
yeah. So I feel like we see parts of ourselves in this. I definitely am not a go-getter. I can be, but for most of it, I'm not. And the other big four, or the other big three, I guess, that are with him is this redhead girl named Ulamadora.
Fully Madra.
There we go. You got Genome, that I thought was Gnome for whatever reason because I have dyslexia, and Selfid.
Yeah,
Yeah. Selfid, I think, was the robot-looking one, and I think Genome was the other girl.
the half breed.
Yeah. So, in this anime, or the first episode, the Demon Lord's like, "Yo, I have so much faith in you. I'm gonna already make you one of the big four." And the other three are like, "No, he's a regular human. This is a war between demi-humans and demons. We don't need this guy." And the Demon Lord's like, "You know what, bro? Like, I know this guy's a good fit. You go solve this Minotaur problem, and the girl that you said, I can't pronounce the name, the redhead girl."
Fully Madra.
Yeah. The Demon Lord's like, "You know what? Go with him and like see that he's fit for the job." So they go. Uh, the girl that you keep saying that I can't, talks to the Minotaur, and he notices like the Minotaur is getting mad, but she's getting angrier because he's not cooperating. And
Uh-huh.
then she leaves, and she's like, "Good luck, bro. Like if I can't do it, you can't do it." And all of them have powers. Like all of them, it kind of seems like all of them are supposed to be like some kind of weird element. And I think he has the power. I think the Demon Lord kind of gave him one. Either that or this guy's just kind of weird. Where whenever he's faced with the problem, he thinks of this bar and his master. We don't have no clue who this guy is, but he just orders a regular, and he kind of like sits there and thinks about like the problem, and then by the time he's done with his drink, he's like, "Oh, this is the solution. I had something similar to this in one of my past jobs." So he's able to figure out what the Minotaur needed in episode 1, and then he tells the girl like, "Yo, like you were doing great. There was just some miscommunication." He's like, "In Minotaur uh bartering, you kind of have to kind of get each other mad, I guess." And he was like, "Yeah, he was all down for it. There was just a miscommunication with there a little bit." And he proves himself to everyone's like, "Yeah, I guess he could be part of the big four." And that's kind of the last time we see the Demon King, at least for the first 3 episodes. The second episode, they get sent to the ogre territory, and the ogre king is just like, "No, I don't want nothing to do with you guys." And he's like purposely baiting the redhead girl. And again, he kind of goes to this inside bar. He sees the redhead girl and the masher like interacting, and he's like, "Oh, okay, he's just gonna stonewall us, so let's get all the other competition first, and then he'll come to us like begging to negotiate." And sure enough, that is the outcome. And then the third episode was, oh fuck, I don't remember.
It's when they roast that pig. He goes,
Oh
he goes,
yeah, because all of them just eat gruel, and
yeah.
he's like, I want some meat. And then he kind of explains to her, like, oh yeah, the reason that we don't have powers because we're not eating well, because other countries will judge us based off of our food and how people look. And
Mhm.
that's really it with the first three episodes. I like the premise of this guy thinking that he's failed every job that he's ever had, but all of these air quote failed jobs are what give him the experience to like fix the problems now in this new world. And it is refreshing to see a good boss treat his employees cool. Like maybe I'll go to work and be like, maybe I can fantasize that being my life IRL.
That's
maybe maybe when I get told shut up and clean those toilets, I'm like, he's doing it because he believes in me. Only I can scrub the stain out of this toilet, guys.
or a pressure washer.
Yeah.
Uh, this one for me, again, not one that I would personally pick. Maybe if it was fully dubbed, I would have enjoyed it more because then I actually had to read. So then reading takes time because I can't do anything else because I have to read the subtitles. So that kind of bothered me a bit, but that's a selfish thing. I like it because the salaryman is a real person. They always work hard and sometimes they don't get appreciated. So it's funny that the demon lord is not like our typical demon lord in all the other animes that we've watched. He is like a business person and looks for key figures that helps his empire versus just capturing everybody and killing them off. Thought that was kind of cool. I think the now I forgot to say her name.
Dude, you said it like three times.
I know. Uh,
Alamandra?
Ulimandra, Ulimandra, and Uchimara. Uchimara. They both have like this weird. She has a crush on him. You could totally tell.
Yeah.
Like falling for him, and he's like this clueless. Like I just work with her, and everything's great, and we worked along. I think that third episode, he said something insulting to her, and then she got all butthurt and started crying. So that was kind of like a weird. You could tell like that's where it's going. I hope it doesn't linger in that because we don't need that. They just need to conquer whatever they need to.
Hmm.
But it's interesting to see like business skills and negotiations that people actually use because he actually thinks things through and like relates like, oh, this past experience fits this to like just dominating different habitats or different types of species. So it was kind of interesting. And I like the bar scene. I hope it's real because the person behind the sushi bar is like very, he always has a little line at the end of the anime where he makes this little innuendo or side joke. So I thought that was kind of,
Like at the end credits?
yeah, towards the
Oh my
end, like
gosh.
that you don't watch.
I did not watch that. I thought he didn't talk at all.
He does.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So
Damn.
I know if the it was weird because he's in like a demon species half breed world, and he's in that bar with other humans, so you can tell it's not a real bar, but then it feels real. And then I feel like the demon lord is that sushi master behind, because maybe he shape shifts or something. But
Hmm.
my guess. But I like that scene, and there's always a scene at the end where that person behind the bar has like these little thoughtful thoughts, and so I thought it was kind of different.
Hmm. Gotta go back to watch that then, because yeah, I as soon as I start seeing credits, I'm like, all right, cool, next episode.
Yeah, no, there's. I'd give this one a 7. Also,
Hmm.
easy to
Give it an
watch.
8.
Easy to watch. Once it's dubbed, it'll be even easier to watch.
Yeah, you're not wrong. If you speak English, it will be easier. But
But
yeah,
yeah,
I liked it. I don't think they're gonna get together, and I believe He's gonna fix everything. This is my guess. He's gonna fix everything, and then he's gonna ask the demon lord, like, "Yo, can you send me back now? Like, I did what I can, and this is my life is to fix things that need to be broken because only I can do it." And the demon lord's gonna be like, "You sure, bro?" He's gonna be like, "Yeah, dude. You taught me a lot. I can use this for the next job." And the demon lord's like, "All right, cool." And it's all gonna be some weird like dream that he had the whole time, or he was super drunk and he's gonna wake up in that bar.
Who knows?
Not me. Maybe if we continue it. But overall, these two were really good. I enjoyed both. Um, Next week we are gonna talk about I think Sakamoto Days. I'm already on episode 2. Episode 3 dropped this Saturday, so it's on Netflix. So just go ahead and start watching that, and then I'll send you the next one. But yeah.
In the fall
Hmm?
season, I watched like 6 animes that we didn't review.
We don't talk about what was the trend? We listen, we don't judge. That's what you should be doing right now, dude.
I watched 6 animes, I didn't even talk about.
Bro, again, this is it. This is the year, bro. This is when we rise up from the ashes like a phoenix.
Okay. We just skipped all of fall season.
We just skipped all of fall. It was too late. My cat has diabetes. I don't know what to say. Work was hectic. But yeah, it's for sure next week, Sakamoto Days. And then I'll choose another one. We might have a guest. Definitely by then, the Anime Awards will be done, and we'll be starting the process to record that. It's going to be held at a store in Seaside. Being still Seaside. But yeah, that's going to be fun to do. I can't wait for a cruise to crash out on someone because it's just going to be funny.
When are we recording that?
February 17th.
That it was the 7th.
No, it's the 17th.
You told
It's a
me
Monday because we don't work.
Oh.
Yeah, it's when we have that 4-day weekend.
Oh, okay.
But that's it. Don't forget to follow and rate wherever you listen to this. We want to see those reviews, and if you want to be on an episode, reach out to the Nakama Podcast or Nakama Pod on Instagram, or send us an email, and maybe you'll see your face somewhere in here with us. But that's the end of the episode. Bye.
Bye.